Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie, legs out, not open, free. And if this is your first time listening, then thank you. If you are a returning guest, if you are a returning listener, then you already know what I'm going to say because you already know how I feel about you. Thank you. Because without you, where would I be? So to all of our returning guests, all our returning listeners, you already know how I'm going to start this episode off. To any of the new listeners, welcome. Before we get this episode started, though, I do want to do a mental health check-in. You know how we do around these parts, okay? I need to make sure that you guys are mentally good. Because I already know some days I don't be mentally good. Okay, and let me know how your week has been going in the comments. Drop in the comments, let me know how your week has been going. If your week hasn't been going amazing, then let me know. Now, there's something I could do for you in this moment, but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. But we're halfway through the week. And I know that's important. Because once you get through Wednesday, it really be like, okay, I can get through the rest of the week. I just really got to get to Thursday to get to Friday. Like once you get through Wednesday, it's smooth sailing usually, So I hope you guys are having an amazing week, though. If you're not, again, drop it in the comments. Let me know. If I can't help you, maybe somebody in the comments can help you because that's what we do around here. Well, that's what I try to do around here. That's what I try to promote around here, okay? That's what I'm saying. Before I get into today's topic, I want to update you guys on my week. My week has been going by pretty slow. It's been very it's been very inconsistent. It's been very dry. If I'm being honest with y'all, right? And I try my best to always be honest with y'all. Try my best. If I'm being honest with y'all, I have lacked so much consistency this month. And obviously, from the title of this episode, that is not the topic of today's episode. But just full transparency, I've lacked so much consistency this month. Last month, I was in the gym 5 days a week. I started working out twice a day. This month, baby, lucky to make it to the gym once a day. Okay. Baby, lucky to make it to the gym once a day, 3 times a week. And I know to some people that's still amazing. That's still great. That's still better than what you're doing. But is not what I'm used to doing. So I don't know. I just really haven't been feeling it. I love the results. Don't ever get me twisted. Don't ever get me wrong in that aspect. I love the results that it gives. But my schedule has changed and I just haven't found a rhythm for it yet. But I said come May, I'm going to get it together and there's going to be no more excuses. So April, I guess I was relaxed. May, I gotta be serious because summer's around the corner and a hoochie thrives in summer. What am I going to do if these legs can't be out? Because they definitely can't be open. So what am I going to do? So yeah, I feel like come May, I'm gonna I'm gonna start giving it full. Be back on my consistency tip and be back on a plan. Be the girl with the plan again. Okay, come May 1st. I know I have to be saying some shit sometimes because sometimes I just be talking. Sometimes I really just be talking. I be talking to myself into some shit that I didn't fully prepare for, but I'm fully prepared for this one. Yeah, I'm fully prepared for this one. This one, I'm a really this one I can't take no more excuses. Baby, I got to give it to be what it's gonna be. Also, though, leading into today's topic, I have been, drum roll please. I have been silently living in my DIY girl era. The month of April has come in and said, girl, we worked on the body. Okay, I gave you 4 years of consistently working on the body. It's time to work on something else. So quietly, I've been in my little DIY girl era, you guys. And I say quietly because I started it. And although, I'm one of the people that believe I ain't really got to tell you everything. Okay, because not all of my business is your business. Okay, so I say quietly because I'm like, dang, I don't necessarily announce everything I'm doing, right? I do announce like NDC baked goods, like things like that. I announce. Trying new recipes, I announce. Because I be wanting people to, I be giving away free taste tests. I just need y'all to come try it. Let me know how it is before I decide I'm adding this to the menu and we selling it. Like, I give a free taste test all day long. Plays no games. But I have been quietly in my little DIY girl era and I've been loving it. And honestly, I'm at a point where I feel like I'm ready to take y'all along for the ride. Now if you're following NDC, then you should be following NDC Baked Goods. Huh? Yeah. You see after that shameless plug in there, you should be following NDC Baked Goods if you're following NDC. But I ain't trying to tell y'all what to do or nothing, but I'm just saying you should be. Anyway, so I kind of want to say my little DIY girl era, my little DIY soft girl era started with like NDC Baked Goods. Like if I'm being probably completely honest and completely transparent, NDC Baked Goods is probably the mastermind, influence, the real like drive behind me trying these DIY things, right? Because I feel like if I can make stuff for people that I've truly never made before and it just come out great. Yeah, I'm just saying, I ain't trying, do too much on myself, but if you ever had my baked goods, then you had my baked goods. If you listening and you want to experience the baked goods, baby, we ship. Okay, you pay for shipping, but we do ship. We ship it worldwide for you if you want it. You just let me know what you want and how you come in, okay? No, but for real, I just feel like if I could like find stuff, see stuff, recreate it like food wise, and that's like a damn near science. Why can't I do it with other stuff? Like to me, baking isn't that hard, but to other people, baking is hard. You know? Like, to me, baking is just like is easy. It's not. It's easy. You know, it's time consuming. Don't get me wrong. If I don't bake it with love, baby, it really don't come out right. So baking ain't that hard for me. So I'm just like, if I could bake, then I could do other stuff. Was my mindset. And honestly, I love that for me. I love that for me because I have yet to have a DIY fail yet. I mean, I ain't trying to jinx myself or nothing, but I have yet to experience a DIY fail. I'm not gonna say I haven't experienced a fail in my life, obviously, because quiet as it's kept. First time I ever made oatmeal raisin cookies, which was in 2024, they came out trash. Complete trash. There's something I could just tell the cookie gonna come out trash based off the batter. And the batter to me was just like, oh no, this ain't doing it. Like, this ain't gonna be it. The first batch was trash. I had to figure it out. I said, oh baby. And somebody said, well, why don't you just make a chocolate chip base and then just add the oatmeal and raisins and stuff. And I won't even sit here and lie to you. I did think about it. I did, but I said, somebody is truly paying for this order. I personally would be upset if I got a chocolate chip cookie. If I ordered an oatmeal raisin cookie and it tasted like a chocolate chip, but with oatmeals and raisins. Like, it just, like, once I made it, I said, oh, baby, this wouldn't have worked. Like, the ingredients are different. This oatmeal raisin got spices that chocolate chip does not even call for. Baby, if I was the consumer, I would have been hot to purchase a cookie. I'm thinking it's oatmeal raisin and it's nothing but chocolate chip with oatmeals and raisins in there. I would have been hot. So I figured it out. I made adjustments. I don't know. I figured it out. I made it work for me. The dough came out great from then on. I adjusted the recipe to my needs and I went from there. That has probably been like that and red velvet. Cause I did try a red velvet cookie before and it didn't give. And I think I tried a red velvet cake and it just gave chocolate with food coloring. And that's not red velvet. So, I've had more baking fails than I've had DIY. And maybe because I've been baking longer than I've been DIYing, but it's okay because I'm in my little DIY girl era now. And I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of love DIY. Okay, so the attraction to DIY for me is almost like a sense of control. And I realized this by talking it over and like talking it out that it really is about the control, right? There is so much that goes on in life that I have no control over, that you have no control, that we just cannot control, right? But I can control what I put into my body, what I put on my body, and as much as I can, like what I put on, what I put in, what I put it through. Okay. As much as I can control that, I'm at a space now where I would like to try and control that. I don't know if y'all ever looked at the back of your laundry detergent. I know for a fact I have, but I haven't. It's just one of them things that you kind of like glance at, you kind of don't. Like, I haven't read the back of a laundry detergent box like I've read the back of a cereal box, or like I've read the back of cleaning supplies because that was all that was in the bathroom when I was using the toilet type of thing, you know? Yeah, so I haven't really read the back of a laundry or like soap box like that, but I will say I have always wanted to like make my own soap. From like elementary, I wanted to make my own like bar soap. But then it just, it went away. It was like, oh, okay, well, it's just not something I can do, type of thing. And then I wanted to make my own candles. And then it was just like, oh, okay, that seems cool, but again, not something I could probably do, type of thing. Um, if I'm being realistic, I've probably never really considered making my own clothes. The thought has passed through my mind just because I have a lot of things that go through this mind. Okay. A lot of things that circle this mind on a daily. But as far as actually considering making my own clothes, no. Never really been a real thought in my mind because I know me. I'm not a sewer. I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to use needle. I don't know how to use thread. Granted, could I probably learn these things in my DIY girl era? I probably could. I probably could, but that is not what I'm trying to do right now. My DIY girl era consists of like laundry detergent, right? So I made a liquid laundry detergent and I made a powder laundry detergent. And if you want to see how I did that, check out my TikTok. It will be linked. I will, have it on the screen so that you guys can go check it out. Um, so yeah, I made laundry detergent. Like, so laundry detergent, I want to make body wash, and I made a leave-in conditioner. I also have made a scrub so far. That's what I've made so far. But I just love knowing like the ingredients in here I could pronounce. That's a big thing for me. The ingredients in here I can pronounce. If I don't know what the fuck is in this thing, I can sound it out to replay it to Google. It's not gonna be like how do I spell that? Like everything is spellable, look upable, like I could eat my products if I wanted to. And I love that. Okay, I can't eat the laundry detergent, but you know what I mean. Like the products are natural and they could be ate if that was my thing. Like I've been on like Homestead Instagram because my TikTok is nowhere near Homestead. I've been like on Homestead Instagram. I don't know if you guys seen that one black farmer. She always dresses up. She has her daughter with her. She calls it the fluffy something fluffy butt hut. I think it is something like that. Um, Love her, right? She makes her own clothes. She has I think it's called an apothecary. I could be wrong, but she makes her own like honey. She has like the bee area. She has the chickens. I've also watched so she, gets her own eggs. I've also watched videos. Unfortunately, I don't know how I ended up on that side of Instagram, but I did. I watched videos of people like getting chickens ready, putting them to the spinner, like doing all that. And I'm sad to say, I low key be like, I want to live that life. Like that's the type of life we building for. Okay, when we make it, and we gonna make it. When we make it, that's what we doing. We living off the fucking grid. And maybe not off the grid, but we living like homestead. Like, oh my goodness. I don't know, like, watching that and then, of course, pairing it with, like, my desire to DIY most things these days, like, I just started drinking almond milk in 2024, right? Like, um, late 2024. So I just started drinking almond milk a few months ago, give or take. And I will be the first person to tell you that I'm tempted to make it. Like from the moment I bought it, because the first time I tried it, I was probably like in high school, middle school, and I was like, "Oh, this shit is nasty. Disgusting. Couldn't do it. Never do it. I don't understand how you guys doing this." And like I kept that mindset up until probably recently. I ended it before I tried it again because I'm not even gonna sit here and hold y'all. I was talking to this man and he was like, that was his thing, right? Eat real healthy. He wasn't a vegetarian, he wasn't a vegan, but like there were certain things he didn't eat, certain things he did, and when you be spending time with somebody, sometimes their habits just rub off on you. Depending on how much time you spend with the person, and I'm not going too deep into that. So this man was drinking almond milk, right? So granted, I still was very much against it. Still was very much against it. But I ended up going to Costco. And shout out to Costco, because if you know, then you know. You know I love me some Costco. I ended up going to Costco and I bought almond milk. It wasn't the exact same one that this man was drinking. Um, it was just almond milk. I grabbed what I saw. I went with it. I said, "Oh, if this is nasty, Costco has an amazing return policy. I'll return it." Turns out it was amazing. Turns out that first sip, I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is what was I thinking all this time?" And it just converted me, and I've been drinking almond milk ever since. Now, I will say I did go back to Costco, and then I did try another almond milk, which is the one that he ended up getting, because we got different ones, and mine's was amazing. If I would have tried his first, I would have took that shit back to Costco and never purchased again. But that one, it just doesn't have like vanilla. So there's no vanilla flavoring. It tastes like there's no like sugar added in any way, shape, or form. It's unsweetened. It tastes like just almonds and water. Now, is that the real recipe? No. But that's what it tastes like. It tastes like there was just pure almonds and water. There was no sweetener involved whatsoever. I say all that to say that before I finished my first box that I had purchased, because it was like a 6-pack, before I finished my first box, I said, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna make this." And that almond milk was delicious. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, baby, I think I can make this." Yeah. So I slowly but surely have been converting and trying to figure things out and DIY everything. Because if I could DIY this body and I could DIY some desserts, then baby, you know I could DIY anything. Okay, I could DIY anything. So that was my mindset going into it. There was no really what if I fail, what if this doesn't work out. Honestly, that thought process has never crossed my mind. When it comes to the DIY process, it just hasn't crossed my mind. Um, the fact that some people fail doing DIYs really hasn't crossed my mind either. Like I didn't even think that people would fail doing DIYs. I know you can, and I know you do. I know you are. I know I am one day. I haven't been doing it all that long to really be like, "Oh, I'm a DIY queen." Nah, but um I gets my stuff done. Okay. And I like that I control what goes in it. I know exactly what's in there. I know exactly how to recreate it if need be. I know how to make adjustments. if adjustments need to be made type of thing. Like I just and it just feels so much better to be like, oh, I made this. Like it's so much more of a sense of pride to be like, oh, I made this versus oh, I purchased this. Like, okay, that's cool or whatever, you know. But I've really been loving it. I also want to try to DIY some other things. Let's talk about the power of TikTok and Chat GPT for a second. Okay. It is like a DIY wonderland. It is like Disneyland for DIYers if you're looking for the right thing. I go to TikTok for the videos, I go for information, I go for tips, I go for tricks, I go, show me how you did it so I make sure that when I'm doing it right, right? I go to ChatGPT for the information. Like, okay, so I watched the video. They said do this, that, and the third. Let me ask you, like, if I wanted to, for instance, make my own laundry detergent, they said use laundry booster, use borax, use, essential oils, use water, use this and the third. They also said use salt and what they say? They said use salt and something else. I don't remember. They said but they were saying Epsom salt for sure. They said Epsom salt or like pink Himalayan salt. And I said, baby, what am I doing? Am I baking my laundry? Am I like what does my laundry need to relax? Like what am I giving it Epsom salt for? So I took some of the lessons I learned from TikTok and brought them to ChatGPT, and I was like, okay, now this is what I want to do. This is what I learned. This is what I heard you need to make it. What are the benefits? Like, what is the reasoning? Like, if I use X, Y, and Z, if I add A, B, and C to D, E, F, G, what's the benefits? Like, basically, I don't need nothing in there that's not beneficial. Like, you just here to be here. I'm good. The only reason why I didn't use for mine like Epsom salt or pink Himalayan salt is because I don't know about y'all. I don't know where y'all washing y'all clothes at. I wash my clothes at home. And I'm not saying that to brag, right? Cause I've been without a washer and dryer at home. I used to have to go to somebody's wash house. And I hated it. I personally hated it. Hated it. I'm not a laundromat girl. I'm not. As a matter of fact, we could throw all these clothes away and go get some more if it comes down to me going to a laundromat. I'm not a laundromat girl. But basically it was saying that the Epsom salt or the pink Himalayan salt could like eventually build up or, like there was no real benefits for it as far as like my clothes went. So I kept that out of my laundry detergent. But I ain't want nothing building up in my water. Like it eventually causes a problem. If I was washing at a wash house, it would be different. I'm not paying for no repairs anyway. Not like that, but I'm not paying for the repairs anyway, baby. I don't care what happens to the water pressure, the water temperature, the water flow, the water grade. Like I don't care what happens to nothing in this laundromat. Cause I'm not paying for no repairs. But at home, I said, oh yeah, like keep it to the bare, the essentials. Essentials. So yeah, absolutely love TikTok down. I'm not saying I don't love Instagram because I do. for his own reason, its own purposes, its own app, right? But I love TikTok for their tutorials. Um, it's like so much information at my fingertips. And just gotta search. And I will say, I don't feel like it's the most perfect laundry detergent. Although I don't have any complaints. Like, I don't really soil my clothes like that to really be needing all heavy duty cleaning all the time. Cause baby, if you ask me, if I don't have to, I'm not leaving my house. So, what's really soiling around here? I'm not leaving my house if I don't have to. On top of that, I really only go to the gym to work out. So, what's really being soiled around here? I just need a little basic laundry detergent. And that's what I found. That's what I made, and that's what I'm happy with. I did use it. I made some and I gave some away. So that's also part of my little DIY. I love it. I be making stuff and people just be coming over and getting it. And it's like, I made that and you want it? Now, my man who's not my man, he tells me I should be selling this stuff. He tells me I should sell everything I do. From baked goods, he tells me I need to be selling the baked goods. He told me I need to be selling my detergent. I need to sell anything I make. That man is telling me to go ahead and market it. Like and it's like, thank you, sir. I appreciate that you believe in me so much. But sometimes everything ain't meant for the market, baby. Some things just meant for here. That's how I keep it fun and light. Not everything is meant for the market, baby. But the things that are most definitely will be. And yeah. So I'm not saying TikTok. I'm not saying TikTok is everything. Right? Because it still has its flaws. Not everything that I've seen on TikTok has been a win. But it has been helpful as fuck around here. It has been. Like I said, I didn't put the Epsom salt or the pink Himalayan salt in my laundry detergent, but I didn't see a purpose for it. In what I was doing. Not saying I'll never buy laundry detergent again, but it just wasn't a purpose for it and what I was doing. Okay, so let me tell you about my DIY wins real quick. Okay, so I had a few little DIY wins that I'm super super proud of. I made a leave-in conditioner. It was a little rice water and aloe vera, and let me tell you, you may not be able to see it, but you see it. Okay, healthy scalp. Yeah. Yeah, you see it, okay? I went back to my beautician and I said, baby, please tell me that at least my hair is healthier than the last time I seen you. Because it's been about a month and a half since I last seen you. Please tell me my hair is thriving, okay? Because when I'm stuck to doing my own hair, we're wishing and a hope and a prayer that I come back with inches. Would I come back with at least the same amount of inches I left here with? Because baby, I can't do no hair. It goes straight into a ponytail. So I said, baby, please tell me that. She was like, oh no, like it's real soft. She's like, yeah, it's real. So I said, oh baby, I've been DIYing it. I've been DIYing it a little bit, girl, and the people can't tell me nothing. Okay. My man who's not my man, he took some of that leave-in conditioner as well. Okay, my little baby, I gave her some. She loves it. She loved it. Okay. I gave some to my friend's son. He loves it. I'm just trying to tell you, everybody who I gave this leave-in conditioner to loves. loves it. And I'm gonna make me some more. Like literally, I loved that little leave-in conditioner I made. It was so simple, so basic, but it what so refreshing on my hair. The way I feel like it just made my curls pop a little bit more when I was putting gel in it versus when I was using water and then adding conditioner. Yeah, no. Um, the way the girlie said, don't put water in your hair, put conditioner, and that's fine. I just sound like a little rice water aloe vera conditioner that works for me. And really, what started it was I was already using an ORS bottle of like rice water electrolyte type of leave-in conditioner. That man had put me onto, and it was amazing. It was an amazing leave-in conditioner, but baby, I was buying it on Amazon. And as y'all know, we not doing Amazon right now. We not doing Amazon no more. So I haven't been able to find that good of a deal on that leave-in like I was when I was buying it on Amazon. So I said, oh baby, I can't go back. Before I go back to Amazon, before I go to Walmart or Target, although like I said, their deals was not matching Amazon. But the way before I go back there, let me see if I can make it myself. So then I looked at the bottle and I said, "Oh baby, I'm probably not gonna make this exact thing. But let me just go ahead and just get the benefits of it." And I was like, rice water. I know I've heard a lot of like good benefits about it. I've researched a lot of good benefits about it. Aloe vera that had been popping on my For You page a lot lately. And this one girl was like, she had a big jug of aloe vera juice or aloe vera, whatever. And it was basically like, stop putting water in your hair. Use this aloe vera juice. I got it from this store. I paid this amount of price, yada yada yada. And I was sitting there thinking, what's crazy is I wanted to get an aloe vera plant, maybe like 10 years ago. How old am I? 10, 15 years ago. I wanted to get an aloe vera plant. And I just never did, right? I never did. So then I was baby, I something in me said, "You got one." I must have went outside and I said, "Well, look at God." Because my daddy already had an aloe vera plant in here already. Okay. My daddy already planted the aloe vera plant. We got about 4-5 bushels of aloe vera, like just sitting there. Baby, when I tell you I went and yak that mess up to go ahead and make me some, amazing. Okay, that aloe vera water, the aloe vera rice water has been amazing on my hair. And chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Anytime I have a protective style in, I will be using it. I will be using it for this style. I haven't had braids in a while, but when I get braids again, definitely. And then also just for my regular everyday styles because baby, I can't do no hair. I can't do my hair. Now I will say a big thing about the rice water is people like when I was researching it and like watching videos on it, people were complaining about the smell of it. I don't know. I like the smell. Call me weird, but I like the smell of the rice water. Like as it ferments more and more, I be like, this do not smell as bad as y'all be thinking it smell. It just smell like rice. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if y'all don't like the smell of rice or like what y'all smell preferences is, but it don't be bothering me. I be smelling that thing whole nose in the pot. Get that. Yeah, I be trying to make sure because it said if it has like a bad smell, if it smells like rancid, then of course like throw it out. And I'm just like, what's rancid? Because I let this thing sit out for 2 days the way y'all said, and y'all said it would have like a little smell to it. Does it have a smell? Sure. I'm not saying it smells like roses, but it's not a bad smell, is all I'm saying. And if you guys need a nice little DIY, you know, leave-in conditioner, because that's really what it was. It was a leave-in conditioner. Then you can either hit me in the comments, hit me in the DMs, email me, whatever, send a Smoke Snickle. I can send you my recipe, meaning like the measurements I used, but I like my little rice water leave-in conditioner, and people was loving it. My man who's my man told me to sell it. He told me to sell it. He's been using it on his beard and he said he loves it. I use it on my hair. I love it. My friend's son uses it. He loves it. Everybody who I've given it to has loved it for sure. Just if you want me to make it for you, baby, you gotta supply your own spray bottle. That's what I'm going for. If you want me to make it for you, you gotta supply your own spray bottle. I've given out all of mine. When I gave out my leave-ins. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned through DIY is probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned throughout life. And it's truly to enjoy the process. Like, yes, I want to see the end result. Yes, I want to see how everything comes together, if everything comes together. But I also kind of I have to enjoy putting it together, or it's not going to be put together properly. Um, the rice water, literally, that takes 48 hours. 48 hours. So that is patience. It's teaching me that. It's teaching me that for sure. The aloe vera, it has to drain before you can, use it. So again, teaching me patience, cause baby, you can't just cut and slice and scrape. You gotta let the liquid drain. So yeah, this DIY process has taught me about patience. It's taught me about enjoying the process. It's taught me about basically stopping to smell the roses. Cause that's just essentially what it is. And honestly, when I started this whole DIY process and I was just like, oh yeah, I want to make leave-in conditioner and I want to make like once I made leave-in conditioner, I said, oh baby, I want to make some laundry detergent. I want to make body wash because I'm out and I'm tired. I'm tired of paying $7 a bottle for some body wash. So, no. So I'm just like, once I realized like I could make the leave-in, and I'm like, oh, I want to make laundry detergent now. I want to make body wash, and it's just like I started telling people, and some people thought I was crazy. Like some people looked at me like, girl, there's a grocery store. You can go to Costco. Cause people know I love me some Costco. You can go to Costco and get some soap or laundry detergent. Like you can get everything you need from Costco. And you are very much right. You are very true. I can get everything I need from Costco. But I also just want to make stuff myself sometimes. Like stop and smell the roses. That's one of the things I feel like is forgotten a lot about. It's sometimes just a process. Like, yeah, I could go to the store and pick up some laundry detergent and not have to be bothered with the 10, 20, 30 minutes or whatever it takes to make. But I'm going to spend that 10, 20, 30 minutes anyway. Might as well spend it doing something that, creates something from me, you know? And things like that excite me. Like, I love this. And if you're a beginner like me, because I don't think I'm a queen of DIY. I don't think I'm a DIY expert. Um, like, okay, so for instance, I offered somebody a leave-in conditioner and they were like, no, because my hair is already going through yada 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 this blah 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 blah, right? And I'm just like, Baby, what do you got to lose? I mean, I'm telling you, everybody I've given this leave-in conditioner to has had no complaints. Like, they've come back to me with just praises about it. What do you got to lose? It's not like you're already losing your curl pattern. So, what else do you really got to lose? I mean, it's not you guys just to remind people, like, baby, you already losing. What do you got to lose by trying this little DIY? And that's what I'm trying to say. What do you have to lose by trying this DIY? Or trying a DIY? You just lose your time, but you're just gonna lose that time anyway. The worst that can happen is it doesn't turn out right. Depending on what it is you're making. Because I want to say I wanted to make Castile soap. Because I was like, oh, if I'm going this far, I might as well go as far as to make the Castile soap. So that way everything is just, Baby, I seen you had to do lie. You had to wear a mask. You had to play. No. See, what I'm not trying to do is work with chemicals. So I backtracked out of the Castile soap area. I said I'll continue to buy that one for now. You ain't got to worry about me in that one, Dr. Bronner. You got that. I will continue to buy the soap. Cause who's messing with chemicals like that? That's serious. I could do a lot. I don't know about that one. But that there's really, like, what's the worst that can happen? You end up making something that you didn't intend on making, but maybe you like it more. Or you just learn from the process. Like, literally, it's all about being creative. And I think that's part of what I like about it is it allows me to be creative and allows me to just explore and learn new things, not only about myself or about that process, but about life in general. And I'm having the time of my life. Like, that just cannot be expressed enough. And if you are scared of going through like trial and error or figuring it out, or, I mean, watch a few TikTok videos. Maybe YouTube works for you. I mean, you are watching me on YouTube now. Maybe YouTube works for you. Like long form content, as far as like, maybe that helps. I know for me personally, when it comes to like DIY and like learning things, I need short form content usually as much as possible. Just show me. Any other questions I have going forward, I can figure them out. But I just need you to show me the basics. I promise I'm a smart girl. Anything I can't figure out, ChatGPT will help me with. Any step you missed in this short form content, ChatGPT will cover it for me. Don't worry about it. No, but honestly, yeah, just watching other people's videos can help. Yeah, so you'll see what they did wrong. You kind of know what not to do, or what you could take from each creator. Maybe something they did works you think will work better, and you just make it your own. That's essentially all it is, and that's what I love so much about it, because as much as I like sometimes matching and twinning with someone, I also like, baby, this is custom. This is 101. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else. This 101. And that's what it is when it's DIY. It's 101. You made that. Like, somebody can make something close to it, but they can't make what you make because you made it your way. That's what I like. So, let's talk about the future of my DIYing. What's next? What am I planning next? What does next look like for me? What's coming? What do I plan on doing? Let me go ahead and let you guys know. I definitely want to keep exploring in my DIY era. There is so much to explore in DIY, from skincare to cleaning, personal body, home. Like, there's just so much, and I'm super excited to figure out my little DIY and the things that I'm gonna stop consuming as like far as buying and start making myself. Honestly and truly, I never thought I'd be one of them girls that would be like, I'm gonna make this because I know I can. I have definitely been converted into one of those girls, and I am now a DIY girly. So while also in my DIY girl era, I know I already am planning for it. Not every single one of my DIYs are going to be a hit. Not every single one of them are going to be out of the park, out of the box, amazing. Just like with my baking, and I did make some vanilla cookies recently that the first batch came out trash. The second batch came out okay. The second batch, they took them home with them and they said they was good. So just like, all my baking isn't gonna be good, all my DIYs aren't gonna be good. But if you guys want to continue to follow my DIY process and see what else I'm DIYing, I will do my best to continue to post it on TikTok. I did hear that TikTok is leaving, y'all. I did hear TikTok is leaving. So with that being said, if it needs to be, it will be transferred to Instagram so that I can always share my DIYs, or I'll put it on YouTube. So I know that every one of them won't turn out great, and that's fine. I will do my best to still upload those as well, because if I could help one of you save yourself from a disaster, then I'm gonna do that, because more than likely somebody helped me save myself from a disaster, you know? Um I am excited to tell you guys what I'm working towards DIYing soon. Again, a lot of these ideas just hit me like a ton of bricks and they randomly pop in. And I know you would think a normal person would be like, oh, well, they randomly popped in, so I'll give them a moment till they'll randomly pop back out and I won't think about them again. But no, like once they randomly pop in, I'm like, okay, let's hone in and let's build this. So, before I started recording this episode, I saw that we had a bunch of like empty candle holders around, or like really low on wax candle holders. And I think I'm a DIY a candle. I mean, I know it's not hard, you guys. I know it's probably not the hardest thing to do, but I want to DIY a candle. I do want to DIY another body scrub. I've done that before, but that was like years and years ago. I want to DIY another body scrub now. And then of course, if you guys, I'm not really openly really not selling them. But if y'all want to, you don't want to do it yourself and you want somebody to do it for you, then you just DM your girl and I will get it for you. Okay? I will DIY whatever it is you want me to DIY within reason. Okay? Within reason, because I'm not going to DIY a baby for you. I just won't. You can't catch me on that one. So before I let you guys go, you guys already know we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta make time for the Reddit. Okay, so today I have a Reddit that is along the lines of our episode, and I think you guys would truly enjoy it. It says, am I the asshole for telling my wife that she needs to pay the $2,000 to fix her DIY project? On the phone, didn't proofread. My wife and I have a shared account that we put money in for shared bills. The rest of the money will stay in our own bank accounts. My wife has a habit of doing DIY projects that she has no idea what she is doing. Sometimes it's small, other times it's a huge mess. I have had conversations so many times that her big DIY projects, we need to agree if she can do it. This is due to her getting way over her head, and then I need to fix it or we have to pay someone. I'm sick of coming home and needing to fix a whole mess. She decided that she wanted to repaint the kitchen cabinets. Well, she didn't do a test on a small piece and started sanding. Those cabinets are not real wood, and she scratched them to hell and back again. The paint isn't sticking, and they are awful. She she ruined almost all the top kitchen cabinets. That is what I came home to. Oh. I told her that she needs to replace them all, that she ruined perfectly good cabinets and I'm not paying for it. This isn't a shared expense, and we have had conversations after conversations about her DIY. Also, if she had just talked to me, I would have told her those are not real wood and had an odd panel covering on it. It's going to cost her around $2,000 to buy new cabinets and for people to install them. This started an argument where she said new cabinets are a shared experience and I'm a jerk for not helping her. I came for more opinions. Um Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh because it's not funny, but it's funny as a fuck to me. Please don't ask me why. It's funny to me because, like, baby girl, you ruined. You ruined the cabinets. Now, granted, there is DIY that I want to do. Like, I want to paint certain shit. I just won't for that exact reason. Because, baby, who won't fix this shit? Like, I've seen people like wallpaper their fridge and the shit be looking amazing, right? And I just be like, I don't know. I think we should wallpaper our fridge. But who gonna fix it if the shit don't come out right, right? So that'd be my thing. I try to be careful about my DIYs. Because who gonna fix it if it doesn't come out right? Like, I'd be really wanting to DIY shit when it come to my car. Like, I found out how to change the light bulb and that was it. My tail light, that was it. But like I be wanting to like DIY my brakes. DIY my oil change. Like, who the fuck gonna fix this if I do this shit wrong? Shoot, be wrapped around somebody's fucking tree because I DIY somebody's fucking brakes, you know? So, like, you're not the asshole. Your wife is completely wrong. Baby, ain't no he needs to pay 2,000. He needs to contribute. That's not a shared expense. It wasn't a shared DIY. It's not a shared expense, baby. And as someone who loves DIYs, that's not it. That's not it. That's not for you, baby girl. I'ma just go ahead and let you know that was not for you. Yeah, that's not a shared expense, baby. That's on you completely. Um, you guys let me know in the comments who you think is the asshole. Is it the husband for refusing to pay the $2,000 to get the cabinets fixed, or is it the wife who just refused to listen and thought, baby, I'm gonna do my DIY, whatever DIY I want to do, and fuck the whole cabinet up. Okay. You guys let me know in the comments who you think is the asshole. But baby girl, you gonna have to come out of pocket for the 2,000. I'm gonna just be honest, like you gotta come out of pocket. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed my DIY update. I hope you guys enjoyed being brought into my little quiet DIY soft girl era life. If you are on a DIY journey of your own, then baby, do it fearlessly. Okay, you're gonna make a mess, and that's okay. That's a part of the journey. That's a part of the process. That's a part of the beauty. Be okay with that. Literally and figuratively, you're going to make a mess when doing DIYs. So I hope that you guys, if you're considering doing a DUI, if you're considering doing a DIY, that you guys take that into consideration, that you keep that in consideration, because baby, it's not all, glitz and glam. Sometimes we fuck up around here. Sometimes we fuck up on our DIYs, and that's okay. And before I let you guys go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn that bell notification on so that you are notified anytime we post. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up, because they're gonna love it here, just like you do. And I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye. You're still here? You know the show's over, right? Don't cry. We'll be back next week. I gotta go be a hoochie. In the meantime, catch up on the older episodes.